Well, good to catch up with AFC Wimbledon first team coach Dave Reddington on a Monday. Dave, how pleased are you with the kind of stats we've got around at the moment, like remaining undefeated this year, having the meanest defensive record, and how we've taken from what we've learnt on the training pitch out onto the playing surface?
Yeah, look, it's credit to the lads. They've worked really hard, and that's all of them really. So it's the defenders, it's the midfielders, it's the attackers. We've always tried to pride ourselves on defending as a team. And that's obviously what we do. But on the training pitch, we work every single day on ironing out the problems and the grey areas for the players to make sure they can go out on a Saturday and a Tuesday night and do their job to the best they can.
Well, it's obviously going very well at the moment because they seem to be very receptive to it. Yeah,
look, they're doing great. Fingers crossed it continues. We're proud of that. It always gives us a chance. If it's 0-0, we've always got a chance of either nicking the win or at worst picking up a point. So. It gives us a chance in every single game so far.
So look, we've strengthened during the transfer window. We've got some real quality in there. You've worked with some gifted players elsewhere in the past. How good is someone like Marcus Brown to have him on the books now?
Yeah, look, I think you can. It's great to have him in the building first and foremost. He came in at a time where we was a little bit down in terms of personnel. So for someone of his ability to come in the door at that time gave the group a lift. Anyway, so obviously he's a talented boy and it's great to have him with us.
Turning to yourself now, of course, it's still only your first season. It seems such a long season, but do you feel more settled now since the last time we spoke? You've got to know everybody's personalities around the building.
Yeah, look, more really settled in, really enjoying it here. It's a together club. Everyone mucks in and does the work that they need to do. Staff-wise, player-wise, players are an unbelievable group of lads. Which has made it a lot easier to come into. They're very receptive, want to learn and want to get better. And then, around the building, getting to know everyone. It's always nice to start somewhere different as well and get to know everyone. But yeah, it helps going in the direction we're going in at the moment. So yeah, everything's good.
Have you picked up how unique it is, that sort of sense of community and family spirit amongst it all?
Yeah, definitely. Like even when my family come to games and stuff, they notice it straight away. They can feel the difference, and anyone who's actually come to one of the games to come and watch has come away an adopted Wimbledon fan.
That's good to hear. So, I mean, of course, turning to the big game tomorrow night, another big one. Both of us up there, Crewe as well, of course. I mean, what have we learnt from when we played them the last time? Because it was a game we could have come away from with a win. Yeah,
definitely could have come away with 3 points. But I think it will be similar. We've got to give them as much respect as we gave them in the last game. We're a little bit unsure as to what they will be. So this morning we've carried on working on us and how we can improve, how we can get better. But yeah, obviously it's a big game under lights at Plough Lane.
And of course, those battles for playoff places and promotion places at the moment, it's so tight, isn't it? It's amazing, really, how it's shaping up. Could it go down to the final days, you reckon?
I would say so. It'll be very, very tight towards the end of the season. I think it will continue probably to be one of the last games of the season to confirm any places from down to 7th to in the top 3. So we just got to keep going. It's a long, long season. One thing I have learnt from being here is how tough and how also I respect the lads of the amount of football they actually play. I think we played about 32 games in Denmark and we've way surpassed that already. So yeah, so it's a long season and still many, many games to go. And
it's also, of course, I suppose, about those fine margins, those fine details that can give you the edge, isn't it?
Yeah, one thing, we want to try and convert the draws into wins, that's for sure, but we're giving ourselves a chance in every single game, obviously by not conceding. But yeah, fine margins, details, where that ball drops in the 18-yard box can make the game go any direction.
Of course, a happy event in the squad recently. James Tilley has become a dad. Is he back in contention perhaps for tomorrow night?
Yes, Till's trained this morning. He's obviously back in the building after a busy weekend for himself. Named his child Jackson after the manager, which is a nice touch from him.
Yep.
So he's in contention for tomorrow.
So, I mean, apart from Sam Hutchinson, James Ball, Callum Maycock, Ryan McLean, everybody else in contention?
Yes. Obviously Cal and Borley trained this morning in terms of warm-up, and then obviously went away with the physical coaches after that. But yeah, everyone else is in contention.
So we're thinking there could be, a couple more weeks yet before they get down to actual match play situation?
Yeah, it's been a while now. Borley may be slightly further ahead of Cal, but yeah, they'll be probably in with the group for a couple of weeks before we can expect them to be in contention for a shirt.
And I suppose as well at this stage it's very much keeping cards close to the chest as well, isn't it? It's just so much to play for now.
Yeah, look, the squad is going to be a tough squad to get into, for sure. So keeping cards close to chest, but also it might be teams selected on horses for courses in a way of opposition we're playing against, what players might suit. So yeah, it's going to be a tough squad to get into. But yeah, we look forward to get everyone back, and we never know with this league that the amount of games they play, you're going to pick up injuries along the way, so everyone's going to be needed.
Brilliant, Dave. Thanks so much for your time.
Cheers.